Also keep in mind, folks, before she was taking this medicine, she would have not been able to walk up these steps on her own. And that's Lucci. Give it up for Lucci. We'll start singing too, don't worry. This is Jess and her daughter Antonia. Give them a hand, folks.
Thank you, everybody, for coming today. Is everybody having a good day? My name is Jessica. This is Naya and my son Lucci. Last year, around this time, she wouldn't have been able to get out of her wheelchair to walk up there. She has something called Dravet syndrome. It causes around 400 seizures plus a day. In December, we were fortunate enough to check some people out in Colorado. We got to visit Colorado, and for the first time in 10 years, she went 4 days straight without having one seizure. From using cannabis oil. So if you're wondering why the little girl in the wheelchair has a weed leaf on her shirt, that's why. Thanks to Pittsburgh Normal for bringing us here today. We really, really love to share our story because there's a lot of people that don't understand not just our situation, but the cause that we're fighting for. I personally don't smoke, despite the normal, typical stereotype that people would look at me, oh, she's trying to get high. I actually work in a pharmacy, ironically. She's been on 19 different FDA-approved medications that have nearly killed her 3 times. She spoke her first sentence after 1 hour of being on the oil. For the first time ever, I got to meet my child for the first time ever. A lot of people don't understand how important it is to reach out to your senators and your legislators and just ask them where they stand on SB 3, which is the bill now in legalizing medical marijuana, because this is important. It is saving lives. I wouldn't be up here right now telling people that I've illegally given my child medication in Pennsylvania to save her life. Another thing is people don't understand the consequences of this situation. So my easiest way to explain it is I either save my child's life and prevent her from dying and go to jail in Pennsylvania because it's illegal, or I plan her funeral. Planning a funeral is not something that I'm not willing to do. So we're going to make sure that she gets what she needs, and we're going to make sure that if anybody in the crowd needs it, you're going to have it, because we're going to fight for it until we get it here.
Hell yeah!
Okay, my son, he's only 2, by the way. He's probably her biggest supporter, her biggest fan. He does his own advocating and educating, so as I see, he's trying to get the microphone off me. I told him I'd let him talk, so I'm going to ask him some questions and see if he can answer them. What do we have to do for your sister?
Get my medicine.
Get her medicine. And what's her medicine called?
Weeks.
For?
Marijuana.
And what does it do?
Every season.
It stops her seizures. Where's her boo-boo? Can you please help me get my sister her medicine?
Get the medicine.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
We have been through a lot with it. It's an extremely serious situation. I don't know when her next seizure, if it could be her last seizure or not. Every day, I mean, we have to take turns sleeping. I don't know if I'm going to. I constantly, I get maybe like 1 or 2 hours of sleep at night because I'm so afraid to go to sleep and wake up and her not be around anymore. The only thing that's going to stop that is this medical cannabis. A lot of people are like, oh, how could you give your child, how could you let your child smoke weed and roll blunts? I'm not rolling her joints and letting her smoke them. It's an oil. Even if that was what's going to save her life, I think that anybody as a parent would go to extreme measures to save their child.